What's up, guys? My name is Jonathan Trailer. I'm the host of Hope with Jonathan, and right here on YouTube, we would love to have you. Love to have you subscribe. What are you waiting for? You should subscribe right here to Hope with Jonathan. Today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about a very important subject that is near and dear to my heart because it's affected me. Why isn't there a package for Medicare that includes dental and vision? Okay, why isn't our vision and dental included in to our medical package? Okay, with Medicare. Back in July of 2019, I actually experienced emergency kidney failure, and in 1972, there was a federal law that if you reached end-stage kidney disease and required dialysis, you were automatically covered by Medicare. Okay, now, it took me a long time to figure out the difference between Medicare and Medicaid and all the different medical terminology and insurance stuff. Never had really had to mess with that before. So eventually, I figured out and learned that Medicare is federal, Medicaid is state, and so a lot of this stuff is revolved around where you're geographically located, financial requirements, how much money you have, how much money you have coming in, things like that. There's financial requirements for Medicaid and things like that. It all depends upon your state. Also, um, it took me, like I said, it just took me a long time to figure these types of things out. But I do know one thing. There's an important word that plays a huge part in this. And I know this video is going to be controversial, and that's okay. I don't care. Uh, Medicaid does not right now, with traditional Medicaid and Medicare, your eye and vision coverage are not completely covered, or if covered at all. Okay, with traditional. So you're talking about Part A, Part B, and Part D, which is your pharmaceuticals. Um, Part A and B usually cover for like your doctor's appointments and your like if hospital stay, things like that, medical procedures, things like that. Okay. Some medications are billed under Part B because my transplant medications are sometimes billed under Part B. But what I need to tell you guys is this: our eyes are part of the body, and our teeth are part of the body. As you guys can see, I've got some dental issues. Got some spacing going on with my bottom teeth. It's been going on for a long time, shifting. I've actually lost some teeth. I'm not afraid to tell you guys. I've got a tooth on right in here that I lost, and I have two teeth over here that I've actually lost due to the fact that I just didn't have the money for proper, number one, proper dental care. Number two, didn't have the money to have the teeth cared for after I found out that they were abscessed. First question people are going to ask is, did you brush your teeth? Yes, I brushed my teeth. Of course, I brushed my teeth. But when you have diseases such as, diabetes, and then you ultimately end up with kidney disease and kidney failure, things like this, other things go along with this, and you know your teeth and your eyes, especially with diabetes, can definitely be affected. And so it's quite a scary ordeal whenever your eyes are very blurry and you can't see. Then you need some form of treatment, and expensive things like glasses. Eyeglasses are not cheap, and they're not easily gained, and it's tough. It's tough. But that word money plays a huge part. And it's 2022, guys. Listen, it's 2022. These type of things should be resolved by now. There should be some sort of basic package that covers some things for dental and some things for vision. Now, I'm not talking about going and getting your teeth capped or golds. I'm not talking about that stuff. I'm not talking about procedures that take a long time or that are very highly expensive. I'm not talking about cosmetic work. But let's say you're a senior citizen. I'm not just talking about kidney disease patients that are on disability or Medicare or Medicaid. I'm talking about patients that are possibly long-term chronic illness patients, senior citizens, and us included, kidney patients. Um, what happens to a senior citizen that's sitting at home, has a toothache, and they can't afford to go to the dentist? They're supposed to just sit there and suffer with a toothache. I mean, it's insane to me why this hasn't been rectified. Why hasn't it been amended? Why hasn't it been fixed? Why isn't anyone making a fuss about this? This should be changed. This should be changed. Medicare should offer some sort of integrated package that would help cover eye and dental costs so that patients like myself can go to the doctor, much like other people who have private insurance, and get taken care of. Okay. There's no reason why that patients, just because they're on Medicare or Medicaid, low income or income restricted, should be suffering. This is completely unacceptable. It's wrong and it needs to be fixed because it revolves all around money. And it's just wrong. It's definitely wrong. Okay. I understand cost. I know cost, Medicare, medical costs, all these things are on the rise. And I get that. I totally get that. But my thing is completely is my stance is that the eyes are a part of the body, the teeth are a part of the body. You have to have them. They play a vital role in our life. Okay, we use them every day. We use our eyes to see, our teeth to eat. Okay, and our bodies need these to be able to be effective and have them. They're essential. They're essential parts of our body that are needed every day. And it's really not fair to patients to have to fight for these kind of rights. It should be a no-brainer. Okay, you got part A, you got part B, and then you got part D. Then you have these other plans called advantage plans, part C's. Okay, they cost money. If you notice, once you get on Medicare, you start getting these phone calls from different companies, so to speak, that are trying to offer you uh, the best plan for Medicare's Part C's. Okay, you may even get offers in the mail. Um, I was instructed by my social worker, and in no way, shape, or form is this a diagnosis, or I'm not giving you advice what to do. I'm just sharing my story. I was instructed by my social worker not to accept these because she told me, she said, it's there's not a doctor in town here that's going to take it. They don't take it. So you shouldn't take it. Shouldn't take advantage of the advantage plan. Number one, it's going to cost you money that you don't have because I'm already on Social Security. I'm on RSDI, and I'm working now, so I'm making money. Okay, I'm making some money. But and if you're wondering, yes, I've turned all my paperwork in, and Social Security knows what's going on with me. So, but a patient that's living on a limited income with Social Security or RSDI, SSI, um, they should not have to suffer. You're talking about people that get a limited amount of money monthly. So once they get their money, usually the first thing I know what I did with my money is pay my rent. You pay your rent or pay your payment on your home. So make sure you keep a roof over your head. And secondly, you start looking at the electric, phone, water, whatever, all the essentials. So the electric bill is usually next, and then, so on and so forth. Food, you don't get enough. You don't get enough money to cover that. And then, God forbid, you have a toothache or a tooth issue. Or you have something majorly go wrong with your eyes and you need to go see. This is just not right, guys. It's not right. Medicare needs to be looking at this. They need to amend this. They need to fix it for patients just like me. I'm hoping in my lifetime to see this fixed. This is just wrong. This is wrong. Should have been fixed a long time ago. That we need reform on this badly. I'm gonna attempt to share my screen with you guys and talk to you guys about an article that I read that basically told us about a little bit about the reasons why that Medicare is not putting in a vision and dental plan. So basically, here's the deal with and this is from a website called KHN, and the article was about why doesn't Medicare cover services so many seniors need. Uh, and there's a question on here that talks about why has it taken so long to add such obviously needed benefits? And it says the answer is complicated, and it's a combination of policy and politics. When you use words like policies, politics, they're talking about money. Okay. So Medicare is a kind of program, and I'm reading per verbatim from the website. And this is a statement made by someone that wrote this. It's a professor from the University of North Carolina. It says Medicare is a kind of program where you'd expect the benefits would be expanded over and over again. It's popular, and benefits expansions poll well. Uh, it's one of the great puzzles of Medicare politics why benefits expansions have been so rare. In fact, in the 56 years since Medicare became law, only a few benefits have been added to the package, which was created to emulate a 1965 Blue Cross Blue Shield plan. During the 80s and 90s, some preventative care was added, like pneumonia vaccines and mammograms. Republicans spearheaded the addition of prescription drug coverage in 2003 when they controlled both Congress and White House, but they decided to make that coverage separate from the program's traditional benefit package. And there's a whole lot into this, okay? Uh, Medicare is funded by a combination of money paid directly to the government from paychecks and taxes paid by working Americans and their employers. That brings us to another big reasons why Medicare's benefit hasn't been beefed up more. The cost of the current program. Okay. So there's another quote. It says, when Medicare was created, its architects assumed expansion both in terms of population and in terms of benefit later. They didn't participate in the shift in American politics to the right, and they didn't anticipate that Medicare would be labeled a fiscal problem and that policymakers would be more concerned with avoiding the next trust fund shortfall than expanding the benefits. And again, guys, it's money. The insane thing is that we're in a predicament because there's so many people that are now on the system that we can't afford to alter or amend the system. In no way, shape, or form here am I trying to be a politician or tell you how to vote. But for those of you out there that don't think that voting matters, it does. Your vote counts, your vote matters. And I'm not just talking about for presidential, I'm talking about your local and state leaders, people that are doing the work behind the scenes that you don't even realize that they're working on things that affect you, but you don't even realize that they do affect you until later on. So if you're a young person out there and you're not thinking about voting, and you don't think it's important, it's not trendy, it's not cool, you need to rethink this because one day you may be like me, a 44-year-old individual who would love to see this bill amended, not only for myself And my situation is a little bit different now. Okay, it's changed. I have a private insurance plan, and now I have Medicare and a private insurance plan. Okay, that doesn't matter. The point in time when I needed care, the type of care that I needed whenever I was on Medicare solely, I couldn't get the medical treatment that I needed. I couldn't get it because I couldn't afford it. Why? Because it revolved around money. And now you're reading an article and you're hearing it firsthand from a professor. And you can look up the website. It's KHN. Just ask the question: Why doesn't Medicare cover uh, your dental and vision? That article is there. I'll put the link in the description. It's literally something that needs to be resolved and resolved soon. Um, and I believe last year there was a couple of politicians. I'm not trying to affect your vote here. I'm not trying to tell you how to vote. Okay, that's none of my business. I don't want to know who you vote for. I don't tell you who I vote for. You may assume who I vote for. You don't have a clue. Don't ask. I'm not going to tell you, just like I don't ask other people. It's a personal preference of who we vote for. Okay, I've always felt like, respectfully, that is a private matter, and I feel like it's disrespectful to ask someone who you vote for, and that's why I won't ask you that. Okay. That being said, you've already seen in that article, I pointed it out, that it became a political matter. Okay, and then it talked about policy, and it also talked about funding and money and how expensive it's going to be. Okay, the thing is why do we continue to let patients sit and suffer with lack of treatment? We just let people go blind and their teeth fall out of their head because we can't afford it. It's nuts. That's insane. That's insane thinking, to just push people off to the side and say, people that are on Medicare, your eyes and teeth don't matter. You're on Medicare. That doesn't matter. You're lucky to have coverage. That's basically what you're saying. It's not fair. It's not. It's not right. It's not humane, and it needs to be resolved. Uh, we deserve to have coverage for our teeth. We deserve to have proper coverage for our eyes. We do not need to fight for this. We're going through enough. Patients that are out there that are way worse shape than I am don't they don't have the strength to fight for this, but I do, and I want to see this happen for patients out there that are, they just don't have any hope to be able to pay for things like this out of pocket. I don't know where they expect people to get it. And I'm working now. I'm working now. And I know that's one of the things that people are going to say, well, why don't they go get a job? Or why don't they? Have you ever been on dialysis? Have you ever been in kidney failure? Because people that are in kidney failure are literally going to the doctor. And on the days that they're not going to the doctor, they're going to dialysis treatment. Now, listen, if you're able to work, go to dialysis, go to your treatments, maintain a happy lifestyle, healthy lifestyle by working, going to dialysis, my hats off goes to you. But I can tell you my story is a little bit different. I wasn't able to work at that time. I was so sick. And then my wife was my full time care partner. She helped me with dialysis treatments, helped me to the car, drove me to my dialysis treatment, drove me home. She was at treatments. Um, I mean, she signed paperwork for me. She did everything. Then she would take me to eat, or we would, she was help cooking stuff at home, making meals, doing all kind of stuff for me. Okay, there was no way she was going to be able to maintain a job at that time. She literally she had to take off. Okay, my kids at the time were younger. Neither one of them were able to work. They were in school. They were finishing their school. So it was definitely a tough scenario. There's a whole bunch of patients like me. Okay. And like I said, there's patients out there that are way worse shape than I am that need this kind of assistance. I don't know how in the world they expect patients that are on RSDI or SSI to come up with the money to pay out of pocket for dental care, let alone people who work jobs that are able to afford out of pocket dental care. It's insane. It is incredibly insane. Okay. It's not right and it needs to be fixed, it needs to be amended. And that's why I'm doing this video. If I ever get the opportunity, I've spoke with a lot of leaders, representatives, uh, representatives from the representatives' offices, um, people from Congress, people on the state level, state and federal level. I've spoke with many of them about kidney disease, but I would love the opportunity to talk with someone regarding this issue with Medicare. This is wrong, and it needs to be fixed. Um, I don't know what else to say about it other than I hope that you guys out there have found this video to be eye opening, and I hope that you guys are thinking about this issue, thinking about the patients that need this kind of care, um, thinking about the patients that need this kind of assistance because it's something that is definitely essential. Like I said, the eyes are part of our body. We need our teeth as well, and it's something that needs to be talked about and addressed. So I hope you guys will definitely take a look at us right here on YouTube, Hope with Jonathan. We normally do podcasts where we interview other people. Occasionally I do videos like this. But if you would, we would love to have you. Subscribe to our YouTube channel right here. That's me down there with the goofy face doing one of these to try to get you to subscribe. But we definitely would love to have you in our family, and definitely would love to have you subscribe to our channel. If you would go to our website, hopewithjonathan.com, sign up for that newsletter. We'd love to send those out to you. It's basically just information on videos. Definitely want you to be a hero. Definitely donate life. We would love to have you go over to the website at donatelife.net and sign up to be a donor and affect someone and save someone's life. If you've been recently diagnosed with kidney disease, you're facing kidney failure, you are in need of support, reach out to us at Kidney Solutions, 830-285-2140. Website is kidneysolutions.org. Definitely reach out to us. We have support groups and much, much more to offer you. You can find some pretty cool information over at kidneyconversations.info. Go check it out. We'd love for you to drop a comment on this video. Let us know what you think about our videos. Let us know what you're thinking about Hope with Jonathan. If you, in any shape or form, if you felt like that this was a diagnosis, it's not. It's not. I'm just sharing information that I think that you would be interested in or maybe want to look into further, especially this video. And so check with your team. Always remember that this is not a diagnosis. Jonathan Trailer is not a doctor. I'm just a podcast host who shares information just like this. Also interviewing patients who are in need. We also share stories of hope of other patients who have overcome great adversities. So you definitely want to check us out right here, Hope with Jonathan. So again, guys, really appreciate all the support. You guys are amazing. We can't do this without you. Uh, I love doing these videos. I love interacting with other people and patients, and I'm having fun right now with my mouse. But you guys are amazing. And again, we can't do these shows without you. Your support just means so much to us. And over the last 2 years, believe it or not, in August we're going to celebrate 2 years of Hope with Jonathan. 2 years, and believe it or not, guys, in August I'll be 2 years post August the 11th. 2020, I received my transplant, my miracle gift of life by direct donation, and we will be celebrating that. We'll probably do a podcast with some guests of the family, my family. I did one last year. It was incredible. I had my mom on there, had my wife Melissa, had my children on there, and we just kind of talked about life after transplant. And I think that's probably what we'll do this year. So again, guys, I really appreciate you. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoy what we do right here on HWJ Hope with Jonathan. Um, it's just it's so such an honor to be able to share warrior stories with you guys. And our hopes and prayers are is that someone will come along the videos and feel inspired or engaged to want to either number one be someone's donor or possibly become an organ donor, if not to that person on the show, to someone, or maybe sign up to be a donor that if God forbid that they would become deceased from for whatever reason, that their organs would go to someone in need. We also like to inspire patients that are facing similar issues, such as kidney disease, kidney failure, and we're trying to share stories that would inspire them to want to continue in the journey. Um, Got some allergies going on, so my eyes are itching. But we like to laugh around here. We like to smile. We talk about other subjects other than kidney disease on our show. I mean, you'll find, I think there's something for everyone in our podcast. And we love to interact with others. We love to intermingle with other people. And we just love people as a whole. We're just trying to make a difference. And like I said, our mantra is we share stories of hope. That's our slogan. Is we share stories of hope, and I believe in the power of sharing your story, and I believe through the power of sharing your personal story and journey, we're overcomers. And when you're an overcomer and you're sharing an incredible story of overcoming great obstacles and adversity, you're spreading a message of hope. And so that's why we say we share stories of hope, because when we share stories from patients and people that have overcome great adversity, such as kidney failure, those stories that we share are given other patients that we interview as well that need a kidney. And those are the stories that they need to rely on and look back on and say, hey, if Jonathan made it, then so can I. If Mark Cornell can make it, then so can I. Sharon Rouse made it, so can I. Man, Shane Blanchard's made it, and so can I. I mean, there's just so many different stories that we've had on this show. And have we had patients get kidneys from the show? We do have a patient that someone listened to the podcast and they did feel inspired to donate, and we had a person that stepped forward. They actually came across the podcast, and in some way it inspired them to want to donate, and they became a living donor for a patient that was on the show, literally. But we've had patients on our show that quickly after the show, they became a kidney. They got their kidney through a deceased program, deceased kidney. But in no way, shape, or form does Hope with Jonathan take any credit or glory. We believe in that when someone donates a kidney, that it's a divine connection, and that this is the will of God, and that God should get all the praise. And so that's the way that's our approach here at Hope with Jonathan, is that we give all the praise and glory and honor to the good Lord above, and that's the way we'll always do it. And I feel like when a person is spoken to in their heart, that they are being spoke to by the voice of God to want to become a donor, and that to me is a divine connection. And so, we should always give the Lord praise for uh, His mercy and His grace. And if God forbid that someone would pass away, that you would receive an organ, we should always give God praise for that. Um, it's a miracle. It literally is. And living donors are angels here on earth. I mean, and we celebrate living donors. They're amazing people. Deceased donors are incredible as well, and so we need them. We need a whole plethora of them. There's so many people. 37 million Americans living with kidney disease. 1 in 3 diabetics have some form of kidney disease. I read that recently, and it just staggered me. 1 in 3 diabetics, and a large percentage of people don't even know that they have the kidney disease. They're walking around with kidney disease, don't know they have it. Okay, this is why it's important for you to go get checked for kidney disease. You can go to your doctor and get a simple blood test or your analysis, and have your kidney function tested. Have them run the labs, the full gamut, and to make sure that your kidneys are in check. This kidney failure, guys, is no joke. And I know a majority of you that are going to watch this video or come across this video are probably already going to be some form of kidney patient. And I definitely appreciate your support. And we love you guys. God bless you guys. Let's bind together and get Medicare to amend this and change the way that this is, because currently it's not working, and no one's really making a huge fuss about it, and they've kind of left it alone because no one's saying anything about it. It's time to start saying some stuff about it. As a matter of fact, it got presented, I believe, last year. There was a certain politician, I'm not sure exactly who it was, but they were talking about things like this that need to be fixed and amended. I'm not telling you how to vote. I'm telling you it's important. It's important for you to vote. Your vote counts. But we need this issue resolved. We need Medicare to have some form of package for dental and vision. And it's important. God bless you guys. Take care. Appreciate your support. Remember to hit that subscribe button to help support us. It's completely free. Y'all take care. Tune into the next podcast, Hope with Jonathan. God bless.